All right, we're going to learn how to uppercut. So uppercuts are super fun. They're great to do in speed or power, but we want to make sure that we know how to do them correctly so that A, we don't punch ourselves in the face, and B, that we're making sure that our fists connect in the right position. Okay, those are the two biggest mistakes on uppercuts. We're going to make sure that we practice so that that doesn't happen. So the first one is making sure that we're not punching ourselves in the face. So a lot of people in their uppercut will start in their stance, right? Their hands start up at their face. As soon as they start boxing, their hands will drop down and they do what I call the stirring the pot punch, which just means you're kind of trying to stir a pot on the stove, but you're just doing it sideways. And they do this. So notice how my fists are curling back. My fists are kind of coming towards my face, but then they're dropping back down into this weird kind of rolling action, which I call the stirring the pot. What we want to make sure we're doing is that we're traveling towards our partner. They're coming directly to our face. Otherwise, if we miss a pad for whatever reason, we're going to end up punching ourselves in the face, all right? And I have a good joke with all of my clients that box now that if they do punch themselves in the face, they deserve it. It's not a hard punch, okay? It's not going to be, by the time you get to your own face, you're going to pull it back by a lot. There's not going to be much power left in it. It just becomes a tiny little kiss, but we want to make sure that we're definitely not punching ourselves in the face. If, for any reason, you should miss a pad, it should be traveling towards your partner's face. They won't let it happen, okay? It's like swiping a fly at your face. It's almost automatic. It's almost just built in that we want to protect ourselves, yeah, into our brain. So we want to make sure that in our boxing stance, as we punch, it's a nice long arm. We're extending towards our partner and then back to our face. Yeah, so you might just slow down your technique and make sure that you travel towards your partner and then recoil to face and no kind of round punches. What we also don't want to see is you dropping down and pushing your head towards your partner. You want to be nice and upright. We don't want to give our face to our partners, all right? If for whatever reason we needed to use our uppercuts in real life, we want to make sure that we're far away from our partner. That's the whole point. We don't want to make sure that we put our face in. If they wanted to throw a punch at the same time, they're probably going to get you way before your uppercut's able to get in there. So we want to make sure that our uppercuts travel back towards our face. We also want to make sure that when we connect, we're connecting with these four knuckles. We are not connecting with it like a, I guess where your thumb sits on a closed fist. We want to make sure the same knuckles we connect with for a jab cross, the same knuckles for a hook, it's the same knuckles for an uppercut. We don't want to do bicep slaps where we're using the inner of our palm. That's not good at all. We're definitely going to break out our fingers before we cause them any pain. So we want to make sure that there is a curve in your punch, in your, I like to call it a nice big ice cream scoop. So we want to make sure it's a nice big scoop and still connecting with those four knuckles. As soon as we come into this position, it's not great to be able to do. The second part is to make sure we use our legs. If we don't use our legs for an uppercut, our wrist is bent, we can get wrist pain, which we do not want. So if we uppercut like this and then try and turn our wrist, notice how I've got a really kind of acute angle there, which we don't want. What we want to try and do is get our legs underneath it. So we've got that nice straight line from elbow through to fist. Elbow through to fist. Yeah? We want to make sure as we throw our uppercuts, we start to use the hips. So again, this is your nail, this is your hammer. As you throw your uppercut, hips come forward, foot comes forward, we're nice and upright, okay? We're not dropping down towards our partner and staying in this weird position here, okay? That's very boxer size, there's a time and place for that. That's fine, but that's not how we box, all right? Those are uppercuts.